Hello friends, now in this lecture we'll start problems based on the theorems that we saw in our last lecture. So here is the very first question that I'm taking from page number 471, example 2. Page 471, example number 2. Question is, in the adjoining figure ABCD is a rhombus. In the adjoining figure ABCD is a rhombus. If angle A equal to 70 degree, if angle A is equal to 70 degree, then find the measure of angle CDB. Then find the measure of angle CDB. Okay, it is given ABCD is a rhombus and one of its angle, that is angle A, is given. Okay, so A, B, C, D. This is angle A, 70 degree. Okay, we have to find measure of angle CDB. Angle CDB, that means this angle we have to find. CDB. I'm saying it X. So there are more than one ways to find this angle. See, as it's a rhombus, all of its sides are equal. That means AB must be equal to AD. Now, we also know that in a triangle, if two sides are equal, opposite angles are equal. So, measure of these two angles will be equal. Let's say it is A and A. Okay, A and A. So, we'll get the measure of A. Now, there are two ways. See, this angle A, suppose for a while, this is actually 55 degree. If we find this is 55 degree, so we have to find this X. So I can say X equal to this angle by alternate interior angles. This is the one way. Another way, I can directly say, as this is 55 degree, these two angles are equal because diagonal of a rhombus bisects the angle at the vertex. That means these two angles must be equal. So by both the ways we can find its measure. So let us see how to solve this. So we have given ABCD is a rhombus. ABCD is a rhombus. Angle A is equal to 70 degree. To find angle CDB. Angle CDB. Okay, so now we'll see its solution. In triangle ABD, AB is equal to AD. Reason, sides of a rhombus are equal. All sides of a rhombus are equal. So we use this property, AD equal to DB. So I can say angle opposite to AB. So here I am writing it angle 1 and I am writing it angle 2. Angle opposite to AB is angle, therefore angle 1 is equal to angle 2, and reason is in a triangle angles opposite to equal sides are equal. In a triangle, angle opposites to equal sides are equal. Angle 1 equal to angle 2. Okay, so now in triangle again ABD, in triangle ABD, by angle sum property of triangle, I can write angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle A is equal to 180 degree. Therefore angle 2 plus angle 2 plus 70 is equal to 180 degree. Therefore twice of angle 2 is equal to 110 degree. Therefore angle 2 is equal to 55 degrees. Therefore angle 2 is equal to 55 degrees. Okay, here I can write reason angle 1 equal to angle 2 from 1. Okay, let it be 1. Okay, this is almost done. Now what next line I will write? Now what I have to find angle CDB. So now angle CDB is equal to angle 2. Reason alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. Therefore angle CDB is equal to 55 degrees. Okay, so that was the required to find. So please note, see, generally you will get this type of question in either in 2 marks or in MCQ part. The only thing, then when we write its descriptive solution, then it takes time. Otherwise, if we have to just find the values, it won't take that much time. So note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now next we'll see question number 6, page number 472. Page number 472, question number 6, example number 6. So this says the diagonals of a rectangle ABCD meet at O. The diagonals of a rectangle intersection point is given of the diagonals of a rectangle. The diagonals of a rectangle meet at O. If angle BOC equal to 44 degree, if angle BOC is equal to 44 degree, you have to find the measure of angle OAD. Then find the measure of angle OAD. Okay, so think for a while, then I will give it solution. Okay, so first of all we'll draw the diagram rectangle. Okay, because in this question diagram is not given. Okay, but information is given, on the basis we can draw the diagram. So here ABCD is a rectangle and angle BOC. So diagonal meet at O, that is given. So this angle BOC is equal to 44 degree. This is 44 degree that is given to you, and you have to find the measure of angle OAD. OAD, that means this. This you have to find. So get the measure of this angle X. See, as this is 44, but always this will be 44. Okay, this will be 44 by vertically opposite angle. Now if we need the measure of this angle X, we must have the measure of this angle, that is ADO. Either we have the measure of this angle ADO, or we have a relation between any of the angle, either these two angles or these two angles. See, Here it is, we know that in a rectangle diagonals are equal. We also know the uh, diagonal bisect each other in a parallelogram, so as in rectangle. So here I can say, as we have dB equal to DC, sorry, dB equal to AC, so their halves will be equal. That means DO will be equal to CO. So we can say this is x, so this will be also x. Then by applying the angle sum property, I will be able to get the measure of this angle x. So here I can say, given in rectangle ABC, in rectangle ABCD, angle BOC is equal to 44 degree. To find, what we have to find, angle angle OAD, say x, that we have to find. So now we'll start its solution. Okay, so we'll start with AC equal to BD. AC is equal to BD. Reason, diagonals of rectangle are equal. Diagonals of a rectangle are equal. Okay, AC equal to BD. So but obvious, we can say half of AC will be half of BD. Okay, now half of AC is AO and half of BD is BO. Okay, now half of AC is AO and half of BD is DO because diagonal bisect each other. Reason, diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other. Bisect each other. Okay, so AO equal to DO. There, as AO equal to DO, I can say angle ADO. Therefore, angle ADO is equal to angle OAD. Angle OAD or DOA. OAD or DAO. Okay. Why? Because in a triangle, if two sides are equal, opposite angles are equal. Reason, angle opposite to angles opposite to equal sides are equal in a triangle. Okay, therefore I can say angle ADO is equal to angle OAD is equal to, okay, here I can write also x, they are equal. Now I apply, now in triangle AOD, by angle sum property of triangle, I can write x plus AOD is equal to 180. Therefore 2x plus 44 is equal to 180. Okay, so further over here, therefore 2x is equal to 180 minus 44, that is 136. Therefore x is equal to 68. Therefore required angle, that is angle OAD, therefore angle OAD is equal to 68 degrees. So this is the final answer. Please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now next we will see example number 10, page 473. Example number 10, page number 473. See, after example number 10, we will see example number 12, because these two examples, 10th and 12th, are somehow connected to each other. Question is, for example number 10, it is, show that if the diagonals of a quadrilateral, show that if the diagonals of a quadrilateral ABCD or simple quadrilateral, show that the diagonals of a quadrilateral bisect each other at 90 degree, bisect each other at right angle 90 degrees, then it is a rhombus. Then it is a rhombus. Okay, now if you see the question number 12, it says, show that if the diagonals of a quadrilateral are equal and bisect each other. That means one more information they are adding, the diagonals are equal as well. Then we have to show it is a square in question number 12. So first we will see this. See, if we use just the properties, it is easy to say. See, we know whenever the diagonal bisect each other in a quadrilateral, if the diagonal bisect each other, it's a parallelogram. So if I take quadrilateral ABCD, so using this information, that is diagonal bisect, I can say it will be a parallelogram. Now a parallelogram whose diagonal are perpendicular to each other is a rhombus using the properties. But here you have to prove this by congruency. Okay, so let us see its proof. So first of all, we'll draw a quadrilateral ABCD. Okay, and we have to prove that this quadrilateral will be a square, sorry, will be a rhombus. This quadrilateral will be a rhombus. Okay, that you have to prove that this quadrilateral will be a rhombus. So here it is given A, B, C, D is a quadrilateral. Show that if the diagonals of quadrilateral bisect each other. So it is something like this. Let this is point O. So what we have given in quadrilateral ABCD, we have given diagonal bisect each other. That means it is given AO is equal to CO and BO is equal to DO. Also it is given diagonals are perpendicular to each other. That means it is given angle AOB, BOC, COD and DOA all are 90 degrees. Now how we will prove this is a rhombus? First of all, to prove a rhombus, sorry, a quadrilateral is a rhombus, first of all we have to prove it's a parallelogram. So for parallelogram, to prove the quadrilateral is a parallelogram, we have to prove one of its opposite side is equal and parallel. We can use this, or we can use both the pair of opposite sides are parallel, or we can prove both the pair of opposite sides are equal. So here what I will do, I will prove these two triangles congruent, because we have AO equal to CO, BO equal to DO, and these two angles are equal by vertically opposite angle. So I will say DC is equal to AP. Also I say these two angles are equal, which are alternate interior angles, that means DC parallel AB. So if one pair of opposite side of a quadrilateral is equal and parallel, then it will be a parallelogram. Then after that I'll prove these two triangles congruent so that I can make or I can prove one of the angle is 90 degree. To prove these two triangles congruent, this is given. I need one more information. I have to prove this quadrilateral is a rhombus. Diagonals are perpendicular to each other. Okay, so I can prove these two triangles congruent. I can say DO equal to BO, OC common, and this angle is equal to this. This is given 90 degrees. So this gives you adjacent sides equal. So in a parallelogram, if adjacent sides equal, it means all sides equal. And a parallelogram in which all sides equal is a rhombus. So let us see how to prove this. Here AO equal to CO, BO equal to DO. Also I can say angle DOC, also angle DOC is equal to angle BOC is equal to 90 degree. To prove what I have to prove, quadrilateral ABCD is a rhombus, that I have to prove. Okay, so let us start its proof. First of all, I will take these two triangles. In triangle AOB, in triangle AOB and triangle COD and triangle COD, I can say AO is equal to CO, that is given angle AOD, or I can write angle 1 and okay, let it be angle AOD is equal to angle AOB, not D. Angle AOB is equal to angle COD, vertically opposite angles, and AO equal to CO. AO equal to CO. Now BO is equal to DO. Again it is given, so I will say therefore triangle AOB is congruent to triangle COD by side angle side, and hence I can say AB is equal to CD, let it be first, and angle 1 is equal to angle 2, let it be 2, both by CPCT. Okay, as 1 equal to 2, therefore I can say AB parallel CD, let it be second. Okay, this is not required to give the name second. From first and second, see, from first and second I can say in quadrilateral ABCD, one pair of opposite side is equal and parallel. From first and second, in quadrilateral ABCD, one pair of opposite side is equal and parallel. Okay, therefore I can conclude, therefore quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. Therefore quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. This is the statement number 1. Okay, this one. Okay, so I proved ABCD is a parallelogram. Now in a parallelogram, if all sides are equal, then it's a rhombus. So now I will prove its all sides are equal. So that, see, we already saw, or you can take a note like that, ki in a parallelogram, if adjacent sides are equal, all sides are equal, because already opposite sides are equal. So now I will prove that in this quadrilateral any two adjacent sides are equal, and for that I am taking triangle. Now in uh, triangle now in triangle DOC, now in triangle DOC and triangle BOC and triangle BOC. Okay, DO is equal to BO, that is given. DO equal to BO, it is given. Angle DOC equal to angle BOC. Angle DOC is equal to angle BOC, that is again given. Each 90 degree, that is given. OC equal to OC. OC is equal to OC, that is common. Therefore, triangle DOC is congruent to triangle BOC by side angle side, and hence I can say DC equal to BC. DC is equal to BC. Let it be equation number here up to second, and here I am saying it is third, or let not to be being confused, let it be third one and let it be fourth one. Okay, so ABCD is a parallelogram with adjacent sides equal. Thus in parallelogram ABCD, ABCD is a quadrilateral. Thus ABCD is a parallelogram having adjacent sides equal. Therefore I can say if its all sides are equal. Therefore all sides of quadrilateral ABCD are equal. Let it be equation number 5. Now from third and fifth, third says ABCD is a parallelogram, fifth says all sides are equal. So from third and fourth I can say directly ABCD is a rhombus. Quadrilateral ABCD is a rhombus. Hence proved. Okay, now see, when it is asked to show that if the diagonals of a quadrilateral bisect each other, so you are not allowed to use the properties which is given as well, because definitely if property it is a rhombus, but we can't use these things directly to say that is rhombus. We have to use other properties to prove that the particular quadrilateral is a rhombus or rectangle, whatever it was asked in the question. So note it down, then we'll see the next question that I told you, that is question number 12. Okay, there is a very minute change in this question, and then we'll get the question number 12, but first of all note it down. Okay, now question number 12. The question says show that if the diagonals of a quadrilateral are equal and bisect each other. Okay, quadrilaterals, diagonals of the quadrilateral are equal as well as they bisect each other, then we have to show that it will be a square. So one more information is given. If I add a solution over here only, so question number 12, that is given on page number 473. Okay, the previous was on 473, this is on 474. This is on 474. No, 475 actually. So previous one was on 473, this is on 475. Question number 12. Okay, what it says, show that if the diagonals of a quadrilateral are equal, okay, I'm changing it over here only, are equal and bisect each other, are equal and bisect each other at 90 degree, then it is a square. This is the question. Okay, so again I am writing page number 475, page 475, example number 12. So we have to prove square. See why I am using this, because the solution is almost same. Now first of all you should understand that how to prove, or what are the necessary conditions to prove that a square as a quadrilateral is a square. First of all, it should be a parallelogram. So very first thing we'll prove it's a parallelogram. That means we follow the same method and we'll prove that quadrilateral is a parallelogram. Then again, next thing we have to prove all its angles, all its sides are equal. If you remember the definition of a square, it says a parallelogram having all sides equal and one angle 90 degree is a square. So here first of all we prove it's a parallelogram, then we prove all its sides are equal. Now we will prove one of its angle is 90 degree. So actually up to this there is no change in the solution, just we have to add one thing over here. Here I will write also AC equal to BD, which is given, diagonals are equal, and here you have to prove ABCD is a square. Okay, I intentionally use different color markers so that you can see what is the changes in the solution as compared to the solution of the previous question. Over there we have to prove rhombus, here we have to prove square. Over there it was given diagonal bisect each other, angles diagonals are perpendicular to each other. Here one information is added, that is diagonals are equal also. So first of all we have to prove it's a parallelogram, so we prove parallelogram in the same manner. Then we have to prove it is all its sides are equal, so here we proved all its sides are equal. Now one thing left, that we have to prove one of its angle is 90 degrees. So first let me tell you that in short, then I will give you time to note it down and then I will give you the remaining solution. See, now to prove one of its angle is 90 degrees, so I will take triangle DAB. Here I am taking triangle DAB, okay, in this way, DAB and triangle ABC and triangle ABC. I will prove two triangles congruent, DA equal to BC. Just right now we proved all sides are equal, so we can say DA equal to BC. Then AB is common and AC equal to DB, that is given. So triangles will be congruent, so I will say these two angles will be equal by CPCT. Also I proved that it's a parallelogram. As it's a parallelogram, so sum of these two angles must be 180. As these two angles are equal, that means measure of each angle will be 90 degree. So by including this third one, this fifth one, and the equation in which I will say that DAB equal to 90 degree. I will say as it's a parallelogram, its all sides are equal, one angle is 90 degrees, so it will be a square. So now the portion of the solution is in which we'll prove DAB is congruent to CBA. Then by CPCT we'll say A equal to B, and we'll prove angle A or angle B equal to 90 degree. So before I give you the remaining solution, do write this with solution as a solution of question number, example number 12. You have 2 to 3 minutes. Note it down. Okay, so this is equation number 3, 5. Now I am writing remaining proof over here. Okay, after this, now in triangle DAB, triangle DAB and triangle CBA, and triangle CBA, AD equal to BC, AD is equal to BC. I can say all sides of a quadrilateral ABCD are equal. So from 5, okay, from 5, then AB equal to AB, AB equal to BA, that is common. Okay, and DB is equal to CA, that is given. Therefore triangle DAB is congruent to triangle CBA by side, and therefore I can DAB, therefore angle DAB is equal to angle ABC, angle ABC. Let it be equation number 6. Now as AD parallel BC, now AD parallel BC, now AD parallel BC from 3, because it's a parallelogram, from third AD parallel BC, I can say angle DAB plus angle ABC is equal to 180 degree. Therefore angle DAB plus angle DAB is equal to 180 degree. Therefore twice angle DAB is equal to 180 degree. Therefore angle DAB is equal to 90 degree. That is equation number 5th, 6th, and this is 7th. So now I will conclude from 3rd, 5th and 7th ABCD is a square. Okay, so here I am writing the concluding line. Okay, from 3rd, 5th and 7th quadrilateral ABCD is a square, hence proof. Okay, so note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, so now next is question number 13th, page 476. Page 476, question number 13th. PQRS is a square Okay, PQRS is a square and QOR PQRS is a square and QOR is an equilateral triangle and QOR is an equilateral triangle. Find the value of x and y. The value of x and y. Okay, PQRS is a, here again diagram is not given. PQRS is a square. Let's say this is square PQRS. Okay, this is PQRS is a square and QOR. Now O might be inside, O might be, okay, diagram is given because they are asking for the values of x and y. So PQRS is a square and QOR, okay, this is something, here is something, O is there, QOR is an equilateral triangle. You have to find the value of x and y. So this is x and sorry, this is y, and this angle POQ, this angle is x, that you have to find. Okay, so think for a while, then I will give it solution. Okay, let us see how to solve this. See, first of all, it is given, it is a square, so this all sides are equal. Okay, also it is given QOR is an equilateral triangle. That means QR must be equal to OQ. OQ must be equal to PQ because PQ and Q are already equal. Okay, so what we have given, PQRS is a square, that is PQ is equal to QR is equal to RS is equal to SP. Okay, also QOR is an equilateral triangle, that is we have QR is equal to QO equal to OR, QO is equal to OR. Okay, what we have to find X and Y. So let us see how to solve this. So solution, see, it is given that QR equal to PQ, also QR equal to QO, QR equal to QP. Why? Because sides of square. QR equal to QO because sides of equilateral triangle. It gives us that PQ equal to OQ. As these two sides are equal, opposite angles will be equal, so this is X, so this will be X. So now first thing, here this is Y, this angle is X, so I can say X plus Y equal to 90. Now see, this angle is 60 degree because equilateral triangle. This complete angle is 90 degree because it's a square. So I can get the measure of this angle, that is 30. Okay, that will be 30. So x plus 30 equal to 180. That gives you x, and then x plus y gives you the value of y. So we'll start with solution. QR equal to PQ. Okay, QR is equal to QP, that is given. Okay, then QR equal to QO, QR is equal to QO, that is again given. From 1 and 2, from first and second, I can say QP equal to QO, QP is equal to QO. So angle opposite, or I can say QO is equal to QP. So angle opposite to QO, it is angle OPQ. Therefore angle OPQ is equal to QOP, angle QOP, angle QOP, that is angle OPQ, that is equal to, therefore angle OPQ is equal to X. Okay, here reason, in a triangle, angle opposite two equal sides are equal. In a triangle, angles opposite two equal sides are equal. Okay, so angle OPQ equal to X. Here we got angle OPQ X. Now we can say angle SPQ. Now angle SPQ is equal to 90 degree. Okay, therefore I can say Y plus X. Now SPQ can be written as this angle Y, okay, and this angle X. Okay, or I can write SPO, therefore angle SPO plus OPQ is equal to 90 degree. Therefore Y plus X equal to 90 degree. Let it be equation number 3. Okay, now here I can say angle PQO. Okay, now I will find the measure of angle PQO. Okay, now angle PQO angle PQO. This angle PQO can be written as angle PQR, angle PQR minus angle PQR minus angle OQR minus angle OQR. Therefore, angle PQO is equal to 90 minus 60. Therefore, angle PQO is equal to 30 degree. Okay, so we have the measure of angle PQO. Now in triangle PQO, by angle sum property of triangle, I can write x plus x 30 is equal to 180. Therefore 2x equal to 150. Therefore x is equal to 75. Okay, so here I got the measure of angle x, that is 75. Now what I will do, I put the value of x in third. Now put x equal to 75 degree in third. So y plus x is equal to 90, sorry, y plus 75 equal to 90. Therefore y is equal to 15. So here I got the value of x and y both. Okay, so please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, here one thing more that you can see here, took angle PQR 90 and angle OQR 60. That reason I didn't write. So you can write PQR equal to, because PQR is a square and triangle OQR is an equilateral triangle. Okay, so please note it down. Okay, so before we move to the next question, let me explain you this thing once again. See, here it was given that PQR is a square and OQR is an equilateral triangle. That means this QR equal to PQ is equal to PS equal to SR. Also this QR equal to QO. Also this QO equal to PQ. So actually we started with this information only. We have PQ equal to QO. That means these two sides are equal, so opposite angles will be equal. This angle POQ is given x, so angle OPQ will be x. Now this angle Q is 90 degree. Q means angle PQR, and angle OQR is 60 degree. Why angle PQR 90 degree? Because it's a square. PQR is a square. Why OQR is 60 degree? Because triangle OQR is an equilateral triangle. So by subtracting these, we will get the measure of this angle 30 degree, that is PQO. Now by applying the angle sum property in this triangle, I will get the measure of x, that is 75 degrees. Okay, now here x we proved and y it is given in the question itself. So now angle SPQ equal to 90 degree. So I can write SPO plus OPQ equal to 90 degree. That means x plus y equal to 90 degree. X equal to 75 degree I proved. So by putting the value of x over here, I will get the value of y. So this way I got both the values x and y. Okay, so Okay, now we'll meet in the next lecture with some more questions. Till then, bye, thank you, take care, stay at home.